Throughout the Texas 88th legislative session currently underway, we're hearing a lot about school choice or school vouchers. Today, advocates for the idea rallied at the state capitol. Now, before we get into that, we want to explain exactly what we're talking about here. Essentially, a school voucher system would allow state funding to follow a student, whether they go to public school or private school. So, for example, if a parent chooses to send their child to a private school, a certain dollar amount set by the legislature could be used to send that child to a private school instead of that funding going to a public school. If a child goes to public school, that funding goes to the public school system here in Texas. Now, Republicans say school vouchers would give parents more rights and choices when it comes to their children's education. Democrats say this would take funding away from public schools here in Texas. KVUE's Natalie Haddad joins us now from the Capitol.
And Natalie, the governor joined school voucher supporters for Parent Empowerment Day at the Capitol today.
Hi, Brian. Hi, Ashley. That's right. In fact, Governor Greg Abbott has spent the last several weeks traveling the state pushing for school vouchers. In fact, he is in Houston right now advocating for them. But before he went to Houston, he was here at the Capitol for a rally for Parent Empowerment Day, and he called school vouchers the challenge to rise to and pass as legislation. But opposers say that this is the challenge they want to see struck down. To Governor Greg Abbott, celebrating Parent Empowerment Day centers around education.
Support the freedom of parents to educate their kids the way they see best.
And to do so with the help of school vouchers. The governor claiming on Tuesday a, quote, radical woke agenda is being taught in public schools. And parents should have the state's help to get their children away from it.
We will not use your taxpayer dollars to teach our kids to hate the United States of America.
Though it is worth noting, the curriculum of Texas public schools is set by the Republican-led legislature and State Board of Education. Governor Abbott wants to give parents the option to use taxpayer dollars to help pay for private school education, letting tax dollars follow the child instead of going directly to a school district. Opponents say vouchers will hurt public education by taking money away from an already depleted system. Currently, Texas schools receive slightly more than $6,000 per student based on attendance. A proposed bill to offer vouchers through education savings accounts would give parents $8,000 to $10,000 per student.
It's a scam. It sounds good, right? Until you dig into the details and then you realize that it's ripping you off.
Stepping out of a public education committee meeting Tuesday, Representative James Tellerico pointed out private schools are not held to the same accountability standards as public schools.
Private schools don't have to provide buses or transportation for kids who maybe don't have parents that can drive them to school. And they can deny admission based on any criteria they want. So again, this is actually denying parental rights. It's actually hurting kids, especially disadvantaged kids.
As a former educator, Representative Tellerico says he knows firsthand what the governor claims is happening in schools isn't.
These are manufactured crises that the governor is using to score political points and to demonize our schools so that he can justify defunding our schools.
Around the state and within the walls of the Capitol, the heated debate continues.
Your voice matters the most.
Now, tomorrow is going to be a big day. The Senate Committee on Education will hear public testimony on Senate Bill 8, creating education savings accounts tomorrow morning. I'll send it back to you in studio, Ashley and Brian.